I'm going to keep it straight. If you're on the fence about dropping a few $100s on a built-in outdoor kitchen, this review is going to help you weigh the real-world pros and cons so you can decide whether it actually fits your backyard, your cooking habits, and your wallet. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. Most of the hesitation I hear from folks comes from two places: the fear of buying something that takes up too much space or looks great on paper, but ends up being a maintenance headache. Those concerns are exactly why I dug into how this kind of island works day to day before hitting record. When you're looking at outdoor kitchen islands, the first thing to ask yourself is what problem you're trying to solve. Some people just want a place to park a portable grill. Others want a permanent station that can handle a whole spread, keep tools handy, and still look like a polished part of the patio. The sweet spot tends to be a compact unit that offers a real grill surface, a side burner for sauces or side dishes, and a little storage without turning the yard into a construction site. That's the niche Mont Alpi is aiming for with its 70-inch island that folds a 4-burner grill, a rotisserie rear burner, and granite countertops into a single piece. If you have a medium-sized backyard, entertain a handful of friends on the weekends, and would rather have a dedicated cooking spot than shuffle a propane tank and a folding table around, this island could make sense. The built-in grill gives you 4 burners, so you can sear steaks on one, keep a veggie tray warm on another, and run a low-heat side burner for sauces without crowding the main cooking zone. The rotisserie is a practical touch for a whole chicken or a pork roast. You don't need a separate spit accessory. It's already integrated. And the lower cabinets plus a couple of sturdy tool hooks mean you can stash spatulas, meat thermometers, and even a small prep board without leaving the island. Those are the moments where the design actually saves you time and steps, especially if you're the kind of host who likes to keep everything within arm's reach. On the flip side, the island isn't a universal fit. If your patio is under 10 feet long, the 70-inch width can dominate the space, leaving little room for seating or a lawn game area. The unit also weighs a lot. It's built from 304 stainless steel and granite, which gives it durability, but it also means you can't just wheel it to a different spot if the season changes. For renters or anyone who likes to keep the backyard flexible, that's a serious drawback. Also, the grill is sold with a propane hose and regulator, but it's advertised as natural gas convertible. Switching between the two isn't a one-click thing. You'll need to install the proper line or get a professional to do it, which adds cost and complexity. If you don't already have a natural gas line, you might be better off with a simpler propane grill. Let's walk through a typical weekend scenario. Imagine you're hosting a family of 6 on a Saturday afternoon. You fire up the 4 burners, start a rotisserie chicken on the rear burner, and have a hot plate on the side burner simmering a homemade barbecue sauce. While the chicken turns, you throw a few steaks on the main grill, using one burner for high heat and another for a gentler sear. The granite countertop gives you a cool surface to slice the chicken once it's done, and the cabinets hold your tongs, a cutting board, and a small bowl of marinades you prepared earlier. The tool hooks keep the long-handled spatula and grill brush from getting lost in the grass. By the time the first round of food is on the table, you've barely left the island, and cleanup is simple because everything you used is right there. That flow is exactly what the design promises, and in a real backyard it does reduce the back-and-forth trips to the garage. Now picture a different user, someone who grills once a month, prefers a small portable unit that can be stored in a shed, and doesn't need a side burner or built-in storage. For that person, the island is overkill. The upfront cost, the permanent installation, and the extra weight don't add.